in an old monastery, hidden in the shadows of ancient pines, there was a school for young nuns. Here, away from the hustle and bustle of the world, they studied the sacred scriptures and learnt spiritual truths. But for the young nun Jane, this place became a source of pain and suffering. Jane came to this school when she was a child. Her own mother left her daughter at the monastery gates and disappeared into the night, abandoning her child to her fate. From the very first day, Jane felt the cold indifference of those around her. Her classmates often bullied her, whispering and gossiping behind her back. And the strict nun teachers never missed an opportunity to insult and punish Jane at every opportunity. One night, as Jane lay in her bed, holding back tears after another hard day, she heard rustling and quiet sighs. She raised herself up and saw the ghost of an old nun at the end of a long, dark corridor. Her face was contorted with a grimace of pain and fear. Since then, night visions haunted her more and more often. The ghost of the old nun appeared to her every night, making Jane's heart clench with terror. But one day, overcome by fear, Jane decided to talk to the abbess of the convent. The abbess told her a terrifying story. Many years ago, there was a nun named Anna who lived in this monastery. She was strict and severe, but one day she was unjustly accused of sins she had not committed and was deprived of her right to prayer and penance. She died alone and in grief, and since then her spirit has not found rest. Jane felt that Anna's story resonated with her own fate. Determined to help the spirit, she began searching old records and documents to learn more about Anna's tragic fate. One night, Jane saw the ghost again. This time, she was not frightened, but approached it, and folding her hands in prayer, began to ask for forgiveness for her unjustly inflicted suffering. Suddenly, Anna's spirit froze. Her face softened, and she began to dissolve into thin air. The last thing Jane heard was a quiet, grateful whisper, "Thank you." Since then, the spirit of the old nun no longer appeared, and the convent was at peace again. Jane continued her studies, knowing that now her prayers could really help a soul that had sought peace for so long. Although her own life at the convent did not get any easier, Jane found a purpose in praying for those who, like her, had experienced suffering and pain on their difficult journey through life. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel and don't miss out new scary stories.